during my career, what really kind of sparked it for me started at the very beginning of my professional career. Growing up, I was the oldest boy in the house. So, yes, being an older child, absolutely had opportunities to lead my younger siblings. But in the corporate space, it was really more about whether I was, whether it was the team that I was leading or my upline, so my senior leaders. I always found myself having conversations with them about, what they were going through in their own personal lives. And we were just able to make personal connections that I found myself giving them advice and perspective on. And this started when I was in my mid 20s, and I just was like, wow, like I was able to give them insight and they was telling me thank you. That was kind of hard to comprehend, but it was a sign. And I picked up on that pattern. As my career progressed, I just found myself in those types of situations more. But one conversation with a particular leader who was a hospital administrator when I was in healthcare, it really took this to the next level. And ultimately, in that conversation with this hospital leader, we were meeting to kind of go over data and our next steps for a particular project. But I asked him one question twice, and it changed everything for me. And it really brought this idea alive. I asked him, "How are you doing?" And then he talked about all the corporate, mumbo jumbo and all the things and all the outcomes. But something just led me to ask him the same question again. And I was like, I appreciate that, Mark, but how are you doing? And when I asked him the second time, his shoulders dropped, his head dropped, and tears began to stream down his face. And I was like, okay, what did I do? Am I about to get fired? I've asked the wrong question. But come to find out, his mother had just passed away like a week prior, and no one knew about it. I mean, he was like the second in charge at the hospital, jovial, funny, and externally he looked totally fine. But he was shattered on the inside, and he was afraid to share that with other people. And that not only caused him and I to have a closer relationship, it really sparked something within me to make sure I always ask that question with whomever I'm connecting with.